All right, now our next exercise now is for cooker control unit. Okay, the calculation is this. It's very simple. Pay attention. The total current demand of the cooker from what we have here is 19.5 amps. Let me zoom this so that I see everywhere. Just hold on. Look at the cooker control unit. Look at it. Look at the column. We use 6 mm and this is the power. Now, before I walk you through this, let me show you the cooker control. Okay, before we go to the calculation. All right. Okay, let me walk you through before I show you the pictorial representation. Now, from the recommendation from the regulatory body stipulated principle, now we are told that the power demand, the total power demand of the cooker, the process is this. Whatever thing you calculated as your total power, at your total current rating of the cooker, you're going to minus 10 amps from that. You're going to subtract 10 amps from what you have here. If you are subtracting 10 amps, ensure that the cooker has socket attached to it. There are some cooker that has socket. Let me show you the 13 amp socket. Look at the cooker in question. Look at the cooker, for instance. This is the cooker. Now, this is the socket we are referring to. The 10 amps that I want to subtract and add back belong to this. This socket outlet is not for cooker. This is for auxiliary socket attached to this cooker for other smaller current using equipment like blender and a small toaster. You can use it, but this is not the outlet for cooker. Cooker is not going to be powered through here. The connection is at the back. I will show you later. But the 10 amps that we are adding to the calculation belongs to this. But if this particular fixture, this particular fitting does not have this, we don't need that 10 amps for our calculation. So let's go there. I will walk you through. Now come back here. Now, the instruction said, whatever thing you have here, minus subtract 10 amps first and keep it aside. So that is what we're going to do. So let's minus 10 amps here and keep. If we do that, we're going to have 9.5 amps left. We're going to have 9.5 left. Now, that 9.5, we are told again that we are going to take away 30%. You're going to take away 30% of this. You're going to take 30% of this. Now, if this is our remaining power after taking away 10 amps, we are left with this. Now, 30% of this is what we are going to use to add to the 10 amps that you've collected before. Remember that this is the total power. We now subtracted 10 amps. We will subtract 10 amps. We are going to be left with this. Now, take 30% of this leftover and plus it, add it to the 10% that is subtracted for the socket. It's quite simple. So let's go. This minus 10 is we're going to have 9.5. Now, 9.5 multiplied by 30%, that is 0.3. We're going to have 2.85 amps. So now, this 2.85 amps is the 30% of the remainder. Now, that 30% plus the 10 amps that is subtracted previously, if you plus them together, we're going to have 12.85 amps. All right. Okay, so get calculator. Let me make it more simple. Remember, we have 19.5. Okay, minus 12.85. So we have taken away 6.65 amps current. We have subtracted 6.65 out of the total power that we have before. We have subtracted this. This is the diversity factor you have added. Okay, the diversity factor that you have added to this is the minusing this 6.65 amps. I hope it's quite clear now. So applying diversity factor here, you have been able to remove almost 7 amps out of this. Okay, so whatever thing you have left is the current carrying capacity that you're going to assign to that cooker. Okay, all right, it's quite simple. So this is what we have gotten. So our new current for the cooker is this. Okay, all right. So let me show you the cooker because the narrative of the cooker, some people misuse cooker. Now let's talk about the cooker. This is not cooker because that is the wrong narration that people normally adopt. They will buy the cooker and they buy the plug, 13 ounce plug, and they attach it here. Okay, and less than few months, you see that this place will go bad, will go burnt. And once this place go burnt, the entire system is bad. So you have to change the entire panel. And this panel is not that it's expensive if you get a superior type. A good brand is expensive. Okay. All right. So now, in order to understand how to use cooker, like I said, here the 10 amps that we subtracted and later added belong to this socket. Okay, then the rest of the current belong to the cooker. So let me walk you through how to use this cooker. Look at the cooker again. Look at another version of it. This is another cooker. This is the panel. This is another brand. Then this is the connection at the back. At the back of this place is this. So this is how the connection goes. This portion is the socket we are referring to, this socket. Then this is the cooker. This is where you terminate your cooker. All right. Let me preview. Yeah, take a look. This one is more preview. Take a look. Here is main. It is written mains here. Mains. Okay. Even this one is 45 amps. This one is rated 45 amps. This one can carry 45 amps. So this is mains. This mains simply means that your supply from your distribution board is going to be terminated here. Your supply from your distribution board is going to be terminated here. Then your cooker control unit, the cooker equipment, the cooker appliance, the cable coming from the cooker will be terminated here. Okay, so when you now just hold on. So when you done now, when you button this is cooker, it is written cooker, and this one is socket. So when you on this one, when you on this one, on this button, the cooker will come on. Wherever the cooker is being situated, will be energized. Then when you button this one is to enable you to use this socket. So this button is to on this, to use this. Then this other button is to power the cooker. Okay, let's see the more practical connection. Okay, take a look at the cooker, the pictorial view. Look at the pictorial view of the cooker. Look at the cooker. Some of these cooker come with 3 hot pots. There are 3 elements. Some come with 4 elements. Some come with 2 elements, depending on the types. So the more elements you find on the cooker, the more higher capacity the cooker becomes. Okay, and some of them too may be only one hot pot, only one element, depending on the type you purchased. You now see the connection from your distribution board. Supply come here, and from here to supply move to the cooker. You now see that this socket does not go for cooker. This socket is for a different auxiliary use, for you to use smaller appliance, not for cooker. Just button here, the cooker will take the connection here will be connected, then cooker will get energized. So the connection is at the back, and that is why whenever you purchase this cooker, it does not have plug. I repeat again, whenever you purchase the cooker, it just has a cord, but it does not have a plug. It doesn't come with plug. But some people now go and buy the plug and attach to this and use it to plug here. And just few weeks or few days, here will go bad because this place is rated for 13 amps only. This place, I repeat, this socket is for 13 amps. Meanwhile, the power of the cooker is rated for 45 amps or 32 amps, depending on the type. So if the entire cooker here is rated for 42 amps and here is 13 amps only, so you are using 45 amps to power 13 amps outlet. You see that it will go bad easily, right? Okay, so that is why the calculation is very simple. The 10 amps is because you use additional auxiliary socket attached. Then the leftover current belong to the cooker. All right, hope it's clear. All right, so the 10 amps is for here, then the rest is for the cooker. That is judging by the calculation. I hope it's clear now. Okay, let's go back and finalize our calculation. All right.